Hello children, today we are going to learn Geography lesson number 1, Understanding the Environment. Environment. The environment is something which you all are very familiar with. It is everything that makes up our surroundings and affects our life. The air, the water, the plants and the animals along with all other man-made features make up our environment. Thus, the environment may refer to the natural environment that includes all things, both living and non-living, that occur naturally on the earth, and the human environment that includes built-up areas like buildings, roads, technology, social and cultural factors like family and society. In this chapter, we will learn how natural features and humans interact with one another and how their interrelationship affects our environment. Components of the physical environments. The land, the oceans, the seas, and the atmosphere around us support our life and comprise our natural environment. There are 4 realms or spheres of the earth. The sphere of land is known as lithosphere. The sphere of water is known as hydrosphere. The sphere of air is known as atmosphere. The sphere of the living world consisting all animals and plants, including man, is known as the biosphere. Lithosphere. The solid outer covering of the Earth's surface, consisting of rocks and soil, is known as the lithosphere. The lithosphere includes large masses of land known as continents, wide ocean basins, and smaller masses of land surrounded by water called islands. It includes various landforms like mountains, valleys, plateaus, and plains. These landforms provide living space for human beings, plants and animals. Lithosphere therefore provides us with soil, forest, grasslands for grazing, land for agriculture and human settlements, mineral wealth, etc. Hydrosphere. Water, which forms about 3/4 of our earth, constitutes the hydrosphere. Water is found in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. In liquid form, it exists in water bodies. In its solid state, it exists as snow cover over mountain tops and as glaciers or ice sheets, and in the gaseous form, it is found in the form of clouds and water vapor. Water sustains all forms of life and has a strong influence on climate. Atmosphere. The blanket of air surrounding the earth is known as the atmosphere. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around us. Air is a mixture of gases, dust, particles, and water vapor. Oxygen is used by animals to respire, while carbon dioxide is used by plants to carry out the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide absorbs the heat radiation by the earth and thereby keeps the planet warm. This is known as the greenhouse effect. Nitrogen helps in the growth of living organisms and in maintaining fertility of the soil. The layer of ozone gas in the atmosphere saves us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. Biosphere. All the plants and animals found on the earth constitute the biosphere. Biosphere is the narrow zone consisting of the lower part of the atmosphere, the upper part of the lithosphere, and a part of the hydrosphere where all forms of life are found. The organisms in the biosphere may be broadly divided into the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. Ecosystem. All living organisms, including humans, interact with one another and are also interdependent. The organisms interact with the other three realms of the earth. A unit consisting of plants, animals, and microorganisms, together with the non-living physical components of the environment, forms an ecosystem. Some stable ecosystems are ponds, oceans, deserts, forests, and parks. The physical environment in which living beings interact with one another is known as habitat. Interrelation between man and environment. All living organisms depend on their immediate surroundings for fulfillment of their needs. Man and environment are interlinked in such a manner that change in one affects the other. Man keeps on affecting the environment, alerting it in pursuit of his various social, personal, and economic goals. In return, environmental changes like heat, cold, rain, and storm affect man and his activities. This interlinked and interdependent relationship forms a dynamic system which we call an ecosystem. Human environment. Man is a part of the environment. Man adapts himself or modifies the environment to a great extent to suit his needs. Humans interact, adapt, and adjust with their natural environment. Their occupation, food, housing, and clothing all are affected by the environment. They turn mountain slopes into terrace farms, they cut down trees and turn forests into industrial areas. Human environment or man-made environment refers to the human-made surroundings that include the physical, social, and economic components that determine the state, condition, and quality of living of a person. Socio-cultural environment is a part of the human environment. It is the sum of all learned attitudes and behavior that influence how a person thinks and behaves. This includes the family, community, neighborhood, rural and urban surrounding, country, religion, and economic activity, etc. Socio-cultural environment is linked with our natural environment. Environmental pollution. Sometimes human activities have adverse effects, and these go beyond the tolerance limit of the natural environment. As long as we live in coherence with environment, things remain in control. But when we start overusing, overexploiting, and exhausting our natural environment, serious environmental issues arise. For example, deforestation, overpopulation, lack of drinking water, hunger, soil degradation, noise, air, water and land pollution, etc. Sometimes these problems are faced by local people, but when they have larger impacts, these issues become a matter of concern at the global level. For example, global warming due to increasing carbon dioxide concentration and ozone layer depletion. We find a ray of hope when some people dedicate their life for saving our environment and fight against environmental issues. People call them environmentalists, but actually they are guards of our Mother Nature, and we all should help such people in every possible way. The Dalai Lama has aptly said, because we all share the small planet Earth, we have to learn to live in harmony and peace with each other and with nature. This is not a dream but a necessity. Thank you.